What's going on, you guys? This is Ryan from Wyatt Family here, and it is time to do our monthly pay-per-view predictions. Last month it was Money in the Bank. That video went really well, so this month it is Battleground, and I'm actually pretty excited for this pay-per-view, but of course we're going to get into all the matches and whatnot, so let's start. Starting off first with the match that I have neither figures of, we've got Becky Lynch versus Natalya, and I do like how they've been building this match with them attacking each other. I thought it's pretty cool. I'm actually really interested to see the match, and I'm going to go for Becky Lynch. I mean, when was the last time she won a pay-per-view? Maybe I can't remember, but it seems like forever since Becky Lynch has won a pay-per-view match, so I hope she gets to win. And I also hope this is leading to like a submission match, maybe at SummerSlam, because I think those two could put on a really good match. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship match where Darren Young faces the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, and my prediction is SmackDown's very own The Miz. I think they're going to keep the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown. I think they'll keep well, I won't actually say that, but I do think The Miz is going to retain since Darren Young's on Raw. They have Rusev with the United States Championship on Raw already. I mean, there's a chance that Zack Ryder brings the U.S. title to SmackDown and Darren Young brings the Intercontinental Championship to Raw. However, I just see The Miz retaining, and you know, it's kind of unfortunate that they have to put Darren Young in this situation because he just re-debuted, and to beat him in a pay-per-view, I don't know if they'll do it clean or whatnot, but, you know, I don't know if I would have put him in this exact situation, but we've got The Miz winning. Next up, we have Mr. America Zack Ryder taking on the United States Champion Rusev, and as I kind of spoiled in my last prediction, I think Rusev is going to retain. I think they're going to keep the U.S. title on Raw, and unfortunately for Zack Ryder, who actually, this might be one of his best years, honestly, as a performer in the WWE. He's gotten a lot of title shots, and depending on how this match goes, maybe they'll do another one, I'm not sure, but however, unfortunately, America will not win, and Rusev will retain his United States Championship. Now, I can't really do a prediction for this per se because it's not a match, but Chris Jericho will be hosting the highlight reel with the returning Randy Orton, I guess, to talk about Brock Lesnar and that match happening at SummerSlam, and I guess, you know, I'm excited for this. It's cool. I'm glad to see Orton back. I can't wait for him to be back in the ring, and I guess the only thing I can predict is that Orton will most definitely be giving an RKO to Chris Jericho, and that should be pretty fun, and maybe we'll have a match or two on Raw, or wait a minute. That can't even happen because Jericho is on Raw and Orton's on SmackDown. See, this brand split has just confused me so much, so definitely expect an RKO from Randy Orton. Next, we have the feud that just won't end, and I'm actually kind of happy that's the case, between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and I mean, every single one-on-one match they have just seems to be getting better and better. The last one they had on a pay-per-view, I believe, was Payback, and that match was match of the night, in my opinion, and I'm just excited they're having another one. Is this their last match? I'm not 100% sure, because it seems like SummerSlam would be the pay-per-view to blow off a feud. However, I'm going with Sami Zayn for the victory. Kevin Owens got the clean victory last time, so I'm hoping that Sami Zayn wins, and whether or not this is the end of the feud, I'm not sure, but if they are ending this feud here, I definitely think Sami Zayn should get the win. Next up, we've got the New Day versus the Wyatt Family, and this is also kind of a confusing match because, as we know, the Wyatt Family was split up during the draft, so I don't think it would make much sense for them to win, considering the fact that they're not a unit anymore. So I think it's pretty obvious that the New Day is going to be winning this match, so poor Bray Wyatt will be losing yet another pay-per-view. Speaking of the women, we've got Charlotte and Dana Brooke taking on Sasha Banks and a mystery partner, and I'm actually very excited for this. And I've been going back and forth between two people on who I think Sasha Banks' partner could be. And I think I've come to my conclusion, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But I'm definitely hoping it's Bayley, and I think that's what everybody's hoping for. Although I think if it was Bayley, they would have debuted her on SmackDown and had her save Sasha from the 2-on-1 attack and then draft her. Next up, we've got the Club taking on John Cena and Enzo and Kaz. I'm excited for this match as well. I mean, they've been doing a lot of different matches between these two different groups and a lot of variations of one-on-one matches. I'm genuinely excited for this match. I think it's going to be really good. And is this the Club's last match together? As we know, AJ Styles was drafted to SmackDown, and the Club, or Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, were drafted to Raw. So this could very well be their final match, and I don't think they're just going to go out winning. I think they are going to lose but I don't think they're going to lose anyway, or at least I don't hope so, because I believe that a man that has been teasing his debut for such a long time, who finally got drafted on Tuesday, will be making his debut at this pay-per-view, laying out AJ Styles and aligning himself with Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, since, of course, Balor was drafted to Raw, and so was Anderson and Gallows. So, I mean, I think it would just make perfect sense for Balor to attack AJ Styles, aligning himself, of course, with his former Bullet Club buddies. And, I mean, you could still do the Styles and Cena feud and blow that off at SummerSlam, but you also gives something for Finn Balor to do on Raw. And now it is main event time, and possibly, in my opinion, the hardest match to call, as the Shield triple threat is finally happening. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've been wanting this match for so long, and I think the reason why I'm not as excited as I should be is because it's not really happening on a bigger pay-per-view. Like, honestly, I would have much rather waited for this to happen at SummerSlam, but it's happening now, and I should at least be thankful that we're actually getting this match. As we know, we've got Roman Reigns returning from his suspension, who I think won't be cheered, I mean, at all. I mean, if you think he was booed before the suspension, just wait for Sunday. Then we've got Seth Rollins, who just came off a clean defeat from Dean Ambrose on SmackDown, and he sort of won the title on Monday, then he lost it. It's a confusing thing. And of course, we have Dean Ambrose, the WWE champion, as we're calling it. And like I said, I mean, this match is so hard to call. I honestly don't know who's going to win, but I am going to go with my heart on this one, and I'm going to say that Seth Rollins will not win, and in fact, it will be Dean Ambrose retaining the WWE Championship. It's who I want to win. It's who my heart says is going to win, and I think it's who should win this match, as he does a flare flop. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to Battleground. I think it's going to be a pretty good show. I hope the Shield Triple Threat definitely lives up to all the expectations I think we all have. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, stay tuned to the next one, and a review of Battleground as soon as the event is over.